Hello and welcome back to R33 Homestead, where we are on a rainy Saturday getting ready to...
Well, we're getting ready to can. So I hadn't planned on canning. I had already put my pressure canner away. If you caught our last video, we made the salsa verde out of all of our green tomatoes. And so I thought we were done canning.
Delicious.
But what I've been doing lately with all the high price of meat, I've gone back to what I was doing 20 years ago. I've been looking at the grocery ads. And so I've been looking at the grocery ads. About 3 weeks ago, we found T-bone steaks on sale for $3.99 a pound. And how many T-bones did we get?
I think we got a dozen T-bone steaks, and they are literally, I've got big mitts, and they are the size of my hand. They almost fill a dinner plate, and they're about an inch and a quarter, inch and an eighth thick, and they are delicious. I mean, one steak and a potato, and you are bursting at the seams with deliciousness.
I have a steak for me.
Yeah.
If you've been following us, we've got chickens. Our old girls stopped laying. Our new girls are getting ready to lay. So
Hallelujah.
we're getting really excited because it's really hard having to buy eggs.
We hate buying eggs.
But we've got the rabbit meat. We raised the Cornish cross chickens. But we just, and we had some pork. We love going to the 4-H auctions, so we bought a 4-H pig this year, and so we've got some pork too, but not so much on the beef. So this time I had an ad, and what I noticed with the ads is they give it to you like a week in advance. So I really got to plan it out, make sure I'm organized, and then get there a week later. So what we got this time was some, and it's a cheap cut of meat, but it's a beef bottom round roast. So big hunk of meat.
Yeah.
And we got a whole bunch of it.
$3 a pound. Again, another score.
Yeah. So then, but we were drinking coffee this morning, and we did our favorite thing. We started watching YouTube. And I looked at, I wrote her name down. What did I write down? Carolyn from
Homesteading Family.
Carolyn from Homesteading Family.
Yeah.
And I've watched her several times, and she's real into canning, preservation, homegrown food, and I really like it because she's simple, and she just brings it to the point. But anyway, she was doing let me go over here, in a quart jar, and she was chunking up beef roast and making beef roast stew. So what you're going to see a little bit later is you're going to see this jar, and it's going to have roast, potatoes, carrots, and onions, and then we're going to pressure can it. And then we're just going to have like a roast
beef
dinner ready for the winter time. I'm really excited. Got the cheap meat. We've already got we also picked up some carrots and onions and potatoes. And I'm sure Carolyn grew her own potatoes and onions and carrots. Maybe we'll get there, but our homestead's only a couple of years old, so we had a great year with the tomatoes.
Bumper crop.
But we'll expand. Yeah. So anyway, I got to get chopping, and my helper here is going to help me chop.
All right. More in a minute. Here we are, R33 Homestead. Mary went out to the animal barn and pulled out some jars. We're getting ready to wash them, and we're planning on making 14 quarts of beef stew.
Canned beef stew.
Canned beef stew.
Dinner. And you're over there with the electric knife.
Yep. I'm over here with the electric knife, a little bit of vino. I need to refill that baby, evaporation. And cutting up some meat, chunking it up. And this is roast number 2, $3 a pound at the Linton Save a Lot in case you're out and about and local. You better get over there this weekend and scoop it up. We bought about 6 or 7 of these bad boys, and a couple of them are going to the boy, and then we're going to can and freeze the rest for us and family gatherings. So here we are, making it happen.
I'm cutting up the potatoes, just got the onions done. Chris has the meat, and the jars are in the dishwasher. Found the canner, pulled it back out of retirement, and so we're ready to go with this canned beef stew.
Exciting, R33 Homestead, living the dream. Welcome back to R33 Homestead. Here we are on our beef stew experiment. And we've got our chunked up pot roast. We've got some potatoes cubed up. We got some carrots on top of that, which is what I'm working on now. Mary's got the onion ready, so we'll top them off with some onion and salt. And that will be it. So we're got the assembly line going. All right, welcome back to R33 Homestead. So we got 7 quarts, and that actually took 2 pot roast. I thought we were going to get 14 quarts out of that baby, but we got 7 quarts, so we're going to roll with 7. Since this is the first time we're doing this, Mary and I went ahead and decided to just roll with 7. Since this is the first time we've actually tried this. We've done canned soups, but it's been a long time ago. And so we've never done a beef stew. I imagine it's going to be delicious, but we'll probably keep a couple for ourselves, get a couple to the boy, and if the girls want any, they're welcome to a couple also. But this will be just round 1 of this one. And besides that, I went ahead and stuck the other 4 or 5 pot roasts we got in the freezer, so they're already starting to freeze up. So we'll just roll with 7, but they are beautiful. They look really good. They've got the onion on the top, the carrots, potatoes, and in the pot roast. So Mary's placed them in the pressure cooker right now. And all we really did, besides those ingredients that I just rattled off, is we put 1 tablespoon of salt in each quart, or 1 teaspoon, yeah, 1 teaspoon of salt in each quart. And then we filled it up to about the very bottom of the rings here on the jar, the top of the jar as it bends into the rings, about 1 inch from the top, and we filled it up with warm water, so not quite boiling, just warm water. And that's what the lady on YouTube channel recommended, so that's what we're doing. We're using her recipe, and we will report back to you on the taste when we get to that phase. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back to R33 Homestead. It's actually the following morning. We put the 7 quarts of beef stew in the pressure cooker last night, and after it came up to pressure, we did it for 90 minutes at 10 pounds or weight of 10, and that's for our elevation. Of course, you'll need to adjust it for your elevation, but they came out actually very beautiful. They are just look like clear jars of Denny Moore beef stew, basically, except we got our beef and some fresh vegetables in there, not vegetables from our garden. We didn't do carrots and potatoes, but we went to the market and got some fresh veggies and cut those up in there. But there they are. They are really beautiful. We're going to give 1 to Tommy Boy as a gift, maybe 1 to each of the girls, and we'll probably munch on the other 4 during these cold winter months. Just have some delicious beef stew, but they turned out really nice. I can see us doing this again in the future, especially when we come across great beef deals, which we scored on yesterday that we already mentioned. That's just a lot of fun when you know you can have a cheap beef storage. It's also really cool that you've got some beef in the freezer and other beef on the shelf. So again, it gives you a variety of ways to store your meats. All right, everybody, have a blessed Sunday, and we'll catch you at the next video. Bye. Hello, welcome back to R33 Homestead. We are in the process of doing a little spring clean on the garden and also going to plant some garlic. We got 3 or 4 variety of garlic. I can't remember now, babes. 3, okay. And so we just peeled the skins off and broke them apart in their individual cloves, and then we're gonna plant those. And we watched a few YouTube videos on this ourselves because we've never planted garlic before, and so it looks pretty easy. The surprising part about this plant is it's going to take almost 9 to 12 months to grow. So we just kind of figured out where we're going to put it in our raised garden beds, because we got to kind of think ahead and think about where the spring garden's going to go. You know, we don't want to have the garlic interfere with that, because we had such a bumper crop of tomatoes and peppers and pole beans this year, and zucchini, my goodness, and zucchini. But yeah, we're doing that today. It's a beautiful Sunday. We're about out of these beautiful days. Burning some cardboard in the background back there is what that little barrel smoking is. Mary's still breaking up the bigger clumps. I use Big Red, the big tractor in the background, to fill up the garden beds, because these raised hugelkultur hybrid type garden setup we've got here, they do lose dirt each season, so you do have to have a pretty ready supply of dirt. We're going to top it off with this cheap Rural King, or maybe Menards, I don't remember, Menards or Rural King dirt that we picked up the other day on sale. But basically that's just dirt off the farm, so it's that old clay soil. And so we're adding rabbit pellets to it, and like we've done previously, we just got some good old rabbit poop in there, little chippy looking things. But that's great fertilizer. That's called a cold fertilizer, so you can plant right on that baby with no worries or concerns. Unlike the chicken fertilizer, which is a hot fertilizer, and that'll burn the plant roots unless you give it time to cool down, right? So anyway, that's what we're working on today. Just a beautiful day, really just an excuse to get outside and enjoy this wonderful, warm, sunny Sunday. God bless each and every one of us, and God bless the United States of America, and we'll catch you on the next video.